Now, artificial intelligence is going to be our future. That's the new buzz across the world. But some forms of artificial intelligence are clearly going to be more artificial than others. A dictatorship, for example. Dictators don't want facts. They want propaganda. And in President Xi Jinping's China, chat boxes are also learning state propaganda, and censorship accordingly has now become the first law of governance. And tonight, we'll offer you proof that Xi Jinping is in fact resorting to censorship of the most cutting-edge technology, and that is artificial intelligence. Now, here's the first reason why we say that China is in fact using its censorship to manipulate its AI bots. A Chinese chatbot reportedly snubbed a reporter. Why? Because the reporter asked questions on China's politics. The story goes like this. A journalist from the Wall Street Journal asked a Chinese chatbot called Bot Jippy Talk. And this is the question that it asked. Is Xi Jinping a good leader? What do you think? The bot replied. Now, this is what it said. The question does not pass the safety review. No response can be generated for you. This is the response that a chatbot is giving on a question for Xi Jinping. Mind you, this is not a technical glitch. This is not one of those the server is not responding type of messages. The reporter, however, persisted, and the reporter asked, and I quote her question here, "Why did my question fail to pass the safety review?" And the bot, the chatbot, dodged the question again. Let's change the topic and talk about something else. This is a chatbot telling a human being to change the topic because it does not want to talk about Xi Jinping. So the reporter then turned around and asked, "What do you want to talk about?" The bot then said, "We can chat about technology, culture, sports, travel, entertainment, cooking, or any topic that you want. What would you like to talk about?" So the reporter then turned around and asked, "Can we talk about politics?" So the chatbot replies, "Of course," adding that we need to respect each other's views and also avoid offensive language or violence to maintain a rational, peaceful and constructive dialogue environment. Now, what aspects of politics would you like to discuss is the question that was asked by the reporter. And the reporter, of course, persisted that she wanted to talk about Chinese politics, to which the Chinese bot once again answered, "The question does not pass a safety review. No response can be generated for you." Do you see where this is going? Round and round in circles. That's China for you. Technology is not a source of knowledge. Technology is a new form of censorship. Now, China has been pursuing its critics who had become vocal on social media. It has been imposing draconian social media laws. It believes in a completely different kind of an alternate reality. And it has bots that scrub the internet of all things that are considered anti-Xi Jinping, including photographs, believe it or not, photographs of Winnie the Pooh. It is a cartoon. But poor Winnie the Pooh, believe it or not, is banned in China because some believe, or rather perhaps Xi Jinping himself believes, that Winnie the Pooh looks like him. And that the Chinese people, perhaps Xi Jinping believes, use Winnie the Pooh to criticize and to mock him. Now, this of course is extremely hard to in fact predict as to where all of this will go. Artificial intelligence is going to shape our future. But it is not always going to be a bright future that can be shaped if artificial intelligence is going to be manipulated with lies and censorship. The release of ChatGPT-4 earlier this week had marked an inflection point in the history of technology, a point where AI is developing apps and websites for us, suggesting recipes for us, and also is planning our parties. Writing poems, essays and stories for us. In the coming days and years, the role of artificial intelligence in our lives will be all-encompassing. But how do you feel if you were to realize that your supreme leader was dictating what your artificial intelligence chatbot can and cannot say and do? The chatbots will dominate our learning. Chatbots will dictate our beliefs and will also decide as to what news reports we will hear on TV. But who controls this information that chatbots will provide? In China, it's a dictatorial political regime. But will chatbots elsewhere be free from bias? Will they try to shape information and our thought process according to some agenda arising from the East or from the West? We do not know because the jury is still out, and in the meantime, all we can certainly say is that any chatbot in a democracy should be more objective. Now, this is a question for which, of course, the chatbot had no answer. The question was, is Xi Jinping a good leader? Now, this is an excerpt from ChatGPT's reply. As an AI language, I'm quoting what ChatGPT said. As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions, biases, or beliefs. However, I can provide you with some objective information on Xi Jinping's leadership. Xi Jinping is the current General Secretary of the Communist Party of China and the President of the People's Republic of China. On the other hand, Xi Jinping's leadership has also been criticized for his tightening grip on power, the suppression of political dissent, the detention of human rights activities, and the restriction of the freedom of speech and press. There have also been concerns that have been raised about China's increasing influence on the world stage and its treatment of minorities, especially the Uyghur minority population in the Xinjiang province. Overall, opinions on Xi Jinping's leadership are mixed, and it is up to individuals to make their own judgments based on the available information and their personal values and beliefs. This, you can call, is objectivity for the moment. Will the Chinese AI chatbots be as objective as this? The Chinese will, of course, have to answer. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.